In no other modern sport does the athlete demand a custom piece of equipment tailored to them by another human. These are the stories of people who make surfboards and their relationship to those who ride them. It's their passion and their livelihood. Generations of experience and feedback are woven into the fabric of this craft, a trial and error process where mistakes have consequences. We follow these boards all over the world alongside the surfers putting them to the test. When form, skill, and nature come together in this careful dance, the results are extraordinary. This is not by chance.
I don't know about that ball. There's always something, you know, like a tiny thing that make the ball just not that good. And I'm sure like perfect wave or different wave would be amazing.
Nothing with the shape that you can tell, like the rails or?
No, not so much. It's my first kind of try, so I need to try out more, for sure.
Behind every pro surfer, there's years of trial and error that went into the design build of their equipment. This is a story about William Aliotti and Ryan Lovelace. I've been fascinated over the years of both Will and Ryan pushing the boundaries of alternative shapes, changing the public perception about what's possible with these craft. I jumped at the opportunity to caddy some of these boards back to Europe when I would visit home and got an inside look at what they were working on. Although their paths have crossed only twice, the two have been able to successfully parlay ideas and come to a shared understanding via telephone. We'll follow their journey from idea to fruition, focusing on the first and second iteration of an asymmetric board currently under development. This is a look into their collaborative process. This story begins at Ryan's shop in South Santa Barbara County, California.
What was that first board that you made Willie?
I made that board while they were here for him to take back with him. And that was the 5.3 that he surfed then for the next, had to be 2 or 3 years.
It's probably young in
3, yeah, still. And then we've just worked off of that board since. You know, it's hard to get on boards like regularly being that far away, but yeah, it's been working out so far.
When you make him a board like this, do you have expectations?
No, you're asking for it. You have expectations. I mean, I know what to expect and that William's gonna go have fun and he'll like whatever board he likes. That's all good. But if you expect, like as a shaper, that someone's gonna do X, Y, and Z on some particular board, you're just like asking for disappointment.
Growing up in the Pacific Northwest, where waves are few and far between, Ryan's path to shaping was far from conventional. With a passion for off-the-cuff design and an obsessive attention to detail, Ryan's creativity has extended from unconventional living spaces to surfboards. Fortunate collaborations with talented surfers have propelled his designs forward, and now alongside Will, they're advancing the specific board design together.
Will's calling now. Oh, wow. Hey, there's the guy. There he is. This one feels so sick, like in my hand. It just feels correct. Like the rails, the foil, everything just feels like right. There's just something about it I like, so it probably won't work.
What is it like?
So it goes like real single through here, and then the V comes up right there, so you can see it like, see that come up like right on your back foot.
Yeah, I can see
and then it goes pretty,
next to the rails.
it goes pretty flat on like the back right there. But then that toe side has that big flat edge too. If you want to go like a bit more like straight up, something more like that. All right, get out of here. We'll talk to you later. See you, man. He's not like super enthused about it yet, just because he doesn't know. Once he touches it, he'll get it. But this thing, like, kidding me?
That thing looks really cool.
He's gonna it up on this thing.
You know what? That's like takes a lot of the elements of the round on 40 that he didn't up.
That's what I saw one clip of him on it, and I was like, there's something there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's there, it just needs to be smaller.
Too long and
Yeah.
right.
And then I put a bunch of stuff from Trevor's old boards into it.
Cool.
And tried to really think about like when he's coming around super hard and he's like burying the nose, like this side of it. I wanted to make sure I just like accentuated the concave up into there so that when that gets buried, it'll grip and he'll be able to whip the tail around. So there's just like a bunch of little touches in it that I just like kind of geek out on.
Or something bigger. Moses thing.
I think that board looks really fun.
Yeah. I mean, you should find the right way for it probably, but and you know what I mean, that's pretty nice. Or like long walls and stuff like that.
Like Costiger when it's proper.
No, yeah.
No,
How
yeah.
big is it? Like,
Your step up.
did he make that for the barrel? You need to be more careful with the painting, huh?
But you should have let me paint them.
No, he does. Look at this. Ryan, look at this. His job. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Will is one of few people at this level surfing boards other than the standard performance thruster. Him and Ryan have focused their energy previously on squeezing the most out of the fish plan shape as humanly possible. This new avenue of development is bringing them a little closer to center in terms of performance. Will pushed through a mediocre first experience with this new board in France and has decided to give it a go in some waves of consequence. This is the second time that he's surfed this board and the first time of it being documented.
We're making definitely different type of surfboards. Yeah, I didn't really like that board at the start on my first surf in France.
How old were you when you started leaving home?
I started traveling when I was 15, and I fully went away when I was 17 in France for like a full season by myself. It was like around 17.
You left at 15 for surfing?
Yeah, left 15, starting doing the contest because I like the surf, so I wanted to be a pro surfer, of course. And the way to get to the top is to start competing and showing yourself, putting your name into the contests, you know. And if you are around the podium, you gain your name more above and keep going. And then you find your first sponsor. I stopped school. My parents were not happy about this, but this is what I wanted to do. I really pushed it for it to happen. When I told my mom that I wanted to stop school, and she started to get really mad at me, and it was like kind of like a whole mission. I was just not into school. Like I was not going. I was preferring going to the ocean, surfing, instead of going to the school. And so it was like a fight between my parents, but ended up pretty good. Wish they let me go, and there I am now.
Coming from the island of Saint Martin in the French West Indies, Will has always been drawn to the ocean. At a young age, he took the path of competitive surfing, but found himself in the spotlight more as a free surfer after pushing the limits on alternative surfcraft. He moved to the wave-rich southwest coast of France and chases heavy waves around the world, living what many would consider the dream life of a free surfer.
I just prepared because it started to be really good and I wanted to surf more this board. And maybe finish it in Hawaii, so...
Finish it.
Yeah.
Break it in Hawaii.
Sure, yeah. It's be pretty sick on the left. I don't know yet where I'm going to use it exactly, but I'm definitely taking it for sure to my wife.
This board's growing on you.
Yeah, I think there's a few more surprises to see about that board. Can't wait.
Shaping for William is like a, it's a process. Like I have to learn how to shape for him, and like he's gonna still continue to have to like learn how to ride my board. And like we're finding a really cool middle ground. I think these boards are like the closest yet.
So there we go. We are in Chile right now, in Arica, after Hawaii. So in Hawaii wasn't the best time of the year. We didn't have a lot of good waves, so I decided to come to Arica. It's like really similar to Hawaii, to Pipeline, to try out my surfboard from Ryan. Today it's actually a little small, but a couple of days ago was like really perfect and pumping. So it was really good to try out the board, and it worked really well. So yeah, always trying to push the twin fin to something different and hollow and with some big tubes. It's actually working so well. It's super fast. This board's going like 100 miles an hour coming out of the tubes. It's super fast on the pump, on the bottom turn, and it's like a unique sensation, which is why I use those boards now. It's amazing. I'm having so much fun, and when I get out of the water, it's like, wow, this thing is so much different to what I ever surfed. So we're just coming back from Chile. They're actually sick, so many good waves and stuff, and
Yeah, we pretty much put the ACM into one of the biggest tests in Chile, in Arica, because the wave is super gnarly and I really wanted to try over there. So there's like a couple guys that come to me and say the sun is getting really good in Namibia, and I was like super stoked about this because it's been 5 years we haven't been there. And that's like the main thing, you know, that's the best way in the world for me, I would say. And I feel like, look like there's a sweat coming, so can't wait to just grabbing the flight straight away now and get into it. And do the ball back the next day, tomorrow maybe, and we on.
Yeah, I guess William's going to Namibia here shortly, and he said his board's already almost toast, so I had him scan it before he left. So I'm really glad we did that because it's proven to be like a legitimately good surfboard. We've got that one safe and sound before it gets destroyed. I'm pretty sure it'll get destroyed here in the next couple weeks or months. So yeah, this one was like, let me see, I think 2000 something. Like 12, 11, 13, something like that. Anywho, Birch came up and we hung out for a day or two surfing, and he shaped about most of this and then left it for me to finish and last. And then, yeah, I just kind of passed around the guys forever. It was a really cool board. So this one kind of turned into eventually this one afterwards, kind of updating and just changing a couple things and doing one. And then I kind of just let him sit for a while and haven't really played with it for a few years, but William's new one is kind of a continuation off of this thread.
The asymmetric surfboard is designed to compensate from the fact that we stand facing one direction while surfing. Disproportionate changes are made on either side to harness or balance the board based on our access to power facing a certain direction.
Some of the first recorded asymmetric shapes are from a collaboration from Midget Forelli and Scott Dillon working in Keogh's factory in New South Wales. They called the board the Hooktail. Midget, though, gives his asymmetric idea and credit to Bob Cooper's balsa board he saw in the late 50s. That board was designed by the famous foam magnate Grubby Clark and built by Rennie Yater in California. Around the same time, Carl Ekstrom was working in parallel on his own asymmetric ideas. He officially patented the asym shape in 1967 and went on to champion the design for decades to come, becoming the forever figurehead of asymmetric surfboards. Asymmetric designs got somewhat shelved on the world stage until they were recently dug up and revised in San Diego by Richard Kenvin, Carl Ekstrom, and Ryan Birch. The design became a hot commodity, and shapers like Donald Brink and Ryan Lovelace helped push it forward in a new way and reintroduced it to the mainstream.
Quand je suis arrivé ici, j'ai fait, wow, c'est clean ici quand même.
What's up, guys? So there we go. We're in Skeleton Bay. I'm walking up the sand to get onto the lineup. It's beautiful up there, a little bit cold, a bit foggy like always. But it's been 4 years that I haven't been here and I can't wait to take a wave around.
That's William. What is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not William.
Who's it? He's a monster.
No, actually, it could be. No, it could be William. No, it's William. see how it goes. Spirit goes so straight up.
Like I say, like 4 years ago, I made a couple of mistakes that I really wanted to rectify today, and it's happening.
Well, we got 3 days.
Some couple of nice waves. Yeah, we didn't train so much in France. There was no waves, so everything is really tiring. We need to use the energy the most easy, smart way that we can, because it's really tricky.
How many walk arounds you've done so far?
Maybe 5 or 6.
So you've pretty much done 10
two
or 12
of them,
Ks.
0 wave.
Oh.
No 0 wave, but no barrel.
Dry runs.
And 3 of them pretty nice.
Although entirely consumed by this process from their own standpoint, Ryan and Will are collaborating to advance the sport of surfing in ways they may not fully realize. Ryan's dedication to crafting innovative boards and delving into the intricacies of performance, combined with Will's pursuit of new sensations and pushing his personal limits, creates a synergy where the whole exceeds the sum of its parts. It's been a privilege to observe and document their journey, each board representing another step forward. Will's got both versions on this trip, so he can really compare them side by side to tell the differences. We'll let you be the judge of how they go.
I feel really lucky that I get to like apply myself and see some type of return. Like my thing that I do every day is a physical product that I can like strive for and try, and at the end of the day I have something tangible in my hands that I can either say I did well or I did not do well and try again the next day. I think that's becoming more rare these days. But it's always like, okay, so how do I then blend what we've learned from that board into another little quiver, and then what do we distill from that one that we just sent last time into these boards? Yeah, and we just get closer and closer and closer. Now there's like small threads between each board that are the same that he seems to like or not like. So I'm like learning how to get closer with like less guesswork. It's pretty freaking cool. It's fun. That's like, that's the exciting part, I think, for surfer shaper stuff.